Day 15 of Browns training camp. It's in the books. Dan Labbe alongside Mary-Kay-Cabot. We're getting to the point now where practices are going to start closing soon, the final few days of open practice for us to watch. And let's get to the injury report, Mary-Kay. Dwayne Bowe, Duke Johnson, both back on the field. Terrell Pryor, not so much.
Yeah, you know what? It was nice to see a couple of guys back for the Browns' sake because, if they want Duke Johnson to play the large role that they have for him this season, they need to see what he can do in that third preseason game, which is also considered the dress rehearsal game. Same thing, but to a lesser extent for Dwayne Bowe. He's played for 8 seasons in the NFL, so, they have some tape on him. They have some film. They know what he can do. But he also has to get his timing down with Josh McCown and just kind of get back into the flow of things. When we talked to Mike Pettin about Terrell Pryor today, he said the window is narrowing on his chances of making the team, and that is so disappointing for the Browns because, boy, he looked really good, so much promise, so much potential when he was out there the first 4 days.
And we talk about Duke Johnson a lot as a rookie coming off an injury, trying to get right. For a guy like Terrell Pryor, he's sort of a rookie, too, making this conversion to wide receiver. It's a similar situation.
Oh, absolutely. And, even more so because he's never played the position before. At least Duke Johnson has played running back throughout high school, throughout college. He knows how to get the football in his hands and what to do with it. But Terrell Pryor is still learning how to position his body, how to get open, how to get off press coverage, and those kinds of things. So he's got a lot to learn. However, I still maintain, and Dwayne Bowe agrees with me, that he showed enough potential, enough upside to deserve a roster spot.
Now, when we talk about Duke Johnson, we kind of take a look at that running back depth chart, and he was asked today if he thinks he could maybe be the starting running back. He said that's not his decision, but he did sound like a guy that wants to be the starting running back. Is there enough time for that to happen for him? You know what?
I actually don't think that there's enough time for him to be the starting running back on opening day now. All they're going to get from him are a few live reps in that third preseason game and maybe a few in the fourth preseason game. So I really don't think he's on track for that right now. I think that they'll probably stick with Isaiah Crowell and Terrence West to get those tough yards on first and second down, and then maybe work Duke in on third down in the beginning, and then kind of see how it goes from there.
Now, what do you expect out of practice here moving forward? Today was obviously a light walkthrough, the first practice after that preseason game, but we've got a long week before preseason game number 3. A lot of guys coming back from injury. Do you expect the intensity of practice to pick up a little bit?
I know they're going to get in pads and they're going to get some good work in. However, I do think that this is going to be largely about trying to let some of these guys trickle back into practice and get a full complement, as full as they can, for this preseason dress rehearsal game. Today, we still saw Joe Hayden on the bikes. We still saw Justin Gilbert out. We saw K'Wan Williams and Tayshawn Gibson. Now, we did see Pierre Desir return to practice, so that's good because, they are definitely going to need him as a third or fourth cornerback.
With veterans like Joe Hayden, Tayshawn Gibson, guys like that, do you worry at all when they have to ride the bikes during camp? Or, are those guys that you look at when the regular season starts, they know what they need to do, especially because this is their second year in this system?
Yeah, they know what they need to do. So I think more so than anything with these hamstrings, I think they need to be extremely conservative and let these guys aim for September 13th.
It is Camp Hamstring. It is continuing here in Berea. I'm Dan Labbe. She's Mary-Kay-Cabot. Day 15 in the books.